Hey, how's it going? Good morning. It's Sunday early, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So things are a little slow. I'm out wandering around in the Phnom Penh area. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. I'll probably walk by the U.S. Embassy. It's as close as you can get anyhow. And just wander around Phnom Penh. So follow along. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so they're playing the national anthem. And out of respect, you should come to a stop. Again, there's nobody around. It's Sunday morning, everybody's relaxing. But if you're out on a Monday or Tuesday, you'll see at least half the crowd come to a stop as they're playing the anthem. As an expat, I just come to a stop out of respect, no big deal. Again, I got off the BTS here at Phnom Penh, and I'm on the nice skywalk. I'm not sure how far it goes, maybe all the way to Siam. I know it goes at least to the next BTS exit of Chit Lom. But I think it continues on. I'm not positive. Right near the BTS is the Home Pro. I did a video on Home Pro. It's kind of the Home Depot of Thailand. You can find all kinds of hardware needs in there as far as sheets and refrigerators, televisions, anything you need. You'll find Home Pros all over Thailand. So we're on the corner of Phnom Penh and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Watayu, Tanan Watayu. So I head up Watayu. And one of the first things you're going to see is the Krung Si, if I'm pronouncing that right, bank. Huge bank here in Thailand. I'm not sure what this office building is. Beautiful architecture. I believe it says it's the Okara Prestige. But I can't see it that well. And the Park Ventures. There's the Blue Spice restaurant, and that's located at the Grand Central Point Hotel. Also, Let's Relax and Stretch Me Massage, and the Siri Apartments across the way. And to the best of my knowledge, this area is also called Wireless Road because they've made a concerted effort to get at least some of the wires, 99% of them buried. Unlike many places in Bangkok, it's just a bit of a spaghetti mess up there. Here's the Athena Hotel. I actually met a friend in there years ago. Beautiful property. Again, it's early Sunday morning, maybe 8:15 a.m. The number 98 Wireless. We'll find the Embassy of Vietnam here at 83 Wireless. Directly across from Embassy of Vietnam is the residence of the Ambassador of the United States. The ambassador's residence takes up some prime real estate here in the center of Bangkok. Beautiful property. The consulate of the Republic of Uzbekistan, tucked away back here. Across the way is the beautiful Hotel Indigo. Hotel Indigos are nice all over the world. And the one thing, I'm not huge into spending 300 bucks a night to stay at a hotel, but sometimes you can get these luxury hotels in Bangkok for less than 100 bucks a night. So this might be the place to make that spend. If you're into nice hotels, well, everybody's into nice hotels, but nice hotel at a little bit more of an affordable price than say Tokyo or Hong Kong. Here's the All Seasons place. The All Seasons, I think that's the All Seasons Hotel back here. That's top of the line. There's the CRC Tower, and over here's the Capitol Tower. And then I believe the All Seasons Hotel's on the other side, I think. You know what, I take it back. I think it's the Conrad Hotel, which is a fancy, fancy property located next to all these embassies, which is part of the All Seasons place. The Conrad is no joke. That's a nice, nice hotel. And the U.S. Ambassador's residence, I believe, is 108 Wireless. This building is called 208 Wireless. Just looks like a coffee and fitness club. Office building across the way from All Seasons Place. And it looks like another embassy here, the Embassy of Ireland. And tucked away across the street from Ireland is the Embassy of Italy. In here is a Tops. Tops is a nice market. I won't call it an expat market, but you'll find plenty of things in there that you won't find in the normal Thai grocery store at a little bit of a price, but different items from the US or Australia. And there's the Irish embassy. And I've walked this road. I didn't see the Italian embassy. Some of them are very small, especially if they're, say, a consulate. They might just be on the 9th and 10th floor of one of these buildings. But Ireland, it rates a pretty large size embassy. And of course, all these embassies are going to have high security, double gates. That's a little bit of Ireland, right in the middle of Bangkok. Oh, and that's not good. Hopefully nobody was hurt. Wasn't a motorbike or anything. And it said Ireland's down here, and like I say, I've walked through here, or not Ireland, Italy. I've walked through here a bunch of times, so it must be in one of the office buildings. Most of us are dog lovers, and you'll see dogs just cruising down the street. Sometimes I'll just call them soy dogs. 9 out of 10 times, or 99% of the time, these dogs aren't homeless. That looks like a well-fed dog. It's just kind of how they do things over here. They let the dogs roll around and they head home at night when they're ready to go home. Most of those dogs you can just walk right by. I wouldn't try petting a lot of them. Don't push your luck. And if you're walking through some small alley, that dog might be sitting there protecting its owner's street food stand or something, so just watch yourself on that. But they're used to people just walking by them all day long. Maybe not used to people patting them on top of their head, so I wouldn't push it. Get yourself a nice Rolex here on Wireless Road. Tucked away in the trees is the Oriental Residence. I'm not sure if that's a hotel or condos. Again, right next to the Irish embassy. And back here it says the Embassy of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Again, in one of those office towers, no doubt. GPF towers. Herbalife Nutrition. I guess everywhere you go in the world there's Herbalife and Amway. And I believe the embassy is on both sides of the road. Embassy, United States of America. And I'm taking a picture, and already one guy's not looking happy. I think it's also on this side, but I'm not positive. I think he knows I'm just being a tourist, but they take security pretty serious. And I think I'm wrong about this side. I'm not positive. There's a lot of cameras over here. The actual address says 95, and 95 would be on this side. It says no photo, so maybe I ought to keep walking. So I am correct. It is on both sides of the street, and this is where you'd line up for visas and whatnot. And I'm gonna keep walking here because this says the consular section, American Citizen Services. So perhaps if you were over here, an American like myself, and lost your passport, that's probably where you'd go to beg for mercy. And we're about maybe four blocks from BTS Chelom. But there was definitely more embassy on the other side of the street as well. Just takes up a big area. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking, and over here is the Coda building. Right now these are just nice Thai folks, but I'm sure if you stand there filming for too long, you're gonna meet a nice US Marine. They're in charge of keeping security tight at the embassies, and they do a good job of it. I actually have a friend who's stationed there. She's a Marine, but she works all over Southeast Asia. More so, I think, than the embassy. Again, Wireless Street, you can't even see the BTS at the end. We're a good 6 blocks down. A lot of embassies, fancy hotels, and places to buy a Rolex. And I'm not sure what this is. Maybe a old school restaurant. Beautiful building. So this is a peek at Wireless Road. We're about 6 blocks up. As you can see, there's not a lot of affordable condo buildings, just fancy hotels and embassies. We're here at Soi Romarudi. Got the Royal Osha Classic Thai food. We're gonna head up Romarudi, if I'm pronouncing it right, and I think we pop out. I know where we're gonna pop out, that street the Conrad's on, I think. Here's the Royal Residence Park. A little bit older, but looks like a nice building, and it's just right there to Wireless Road. Now here comes a fancy, this is a Thai limousine. They just trick out these minivans. You ride around in luxury. This one's going or heading to one of the embassies, no doubt. Here's the Privé building. Hi, how are you? It's like a nice property. Here's Neil's Tavern. Across the way from, I'm not sure what this is. This looks like a Thai apartment building. I think this is the back of it. Neil's Bake Shop. And it said there was a Neil's Tavern in here somewhere. It's a couple of older Thai style apartments right across from Neil's. Just a block away from Wireless. Really, it's only 2 small blocks. Here's Romarudi House. Looks like a nice building. And once we take a left on this street, I'm not sure, I forget what it's called. I've been on it many times. We are 5 blocks, maybe, to the Plonchit BTS. See, I like buildings a little bit older like this. So look at the size of that balcony. That's half the size of, well, it's a third of the size of my apartment. But even in this older building, being that you can walk to many of these embassies, I'll bet they're just full of diplomatic workers on a nice per diem. They don't really care what it costs. If it's $1,500 a month, so be it. Just as long as they can walk to work. But I'm just guessing on that. Looks like a nice church or temple here at the end of Soi Romarudi. I'm not sure if Soi Romarudi continues on. I'll figure out. That's definitely Wireless, and this is Soi Romarudi. I think it continues on all the way to the Plonchit BTS, but I'm not positive. We'll find out when I see an address up the way. And it says it's the Holy Redeemer Church, 1954, so I'm not sure if that's a Catholic church. I see the Virgin Mary. Holy Redeemer. And I guess we're still on Romarudi, because this is Soi Romarudi 5. Looks like a beautiful church. Maybe I'll go sneak a peek. It is Sunday morning, so they might be having a service. Yeah, they were holding a rosary. I didn't want to disturb or film. So we're back to Soi Romarudi. This is Soi 5. The Monet House. I'll go walk back and see what that building is. Monet House looks nice. We're in the Plonchit area. If that building wasn't in the way, I think there'd be a freeway right there, and then on the other side you could see Soi 2. That's all just some private buildings back here. I think they're like 3 plexes or 4 plexes. I don't see any buildings. Across from the church is a 7-Eleven and some small Thai restaurants. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it might be a restaurant. The clubhouse. So to get your bearings where we are, up ahead is Plonchit and the BTS. Off to the right would be Soi 2, starting in the Nanai area. So what I did was, earlier I got off at Plonchit and went up the street, and then I took a left on Wireless, which would be over here, and walked past the US Embassy, the Irish Embassy, all these kinds of things. Then I came up to Soi Romarudi, and that's here. Now this camera you see here in this wall, I think this might be the backside of the US Embassy. I think. I'm not positive, but it that would kind of be the area of one side of the US Embassy. And this is a pretty tall wall with a lot of cameras. Yes, I'd almost bet money that this is the backside of the US Embassy, just for deliveries probably. Very nondescript. And then across the way is the Preen. And we are not even 4 small blocks to the BTS Plonchit. Soi Rumarudi 4, and across the way is the, what is that, the court building? Here's Rumarudi 4. Just appear to be some private residences or duplexes or triplexes, no large buildings. Looks like a steakhouse, the Wu Tender. Better beef. Hair styling. The SV Apartments. You can find some hidden gems in these older buildings. Once again, just because of the location near all the embassies over here, that's probably going to really raise the rent in this area with diplomats and people hanging out at the embassies that want to be close, older building or not. They're only here for a year or two at a time. Convenience is the name of the game, and they're probably willing to pay for it. At 12 p.m. Bangkok. And across the street is the Rumarudi Mansion. Here at Rumarudi number 3, very close now to the BTS, is the Rumarudi Exclusive. Here's the address. Here's some place called Cookies. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's a bakery or dessert spot. And the Cellars, sounds like a wine bar. Lion French Cuisine. And you see that car, he'll take a right here in a minute. That's the end of Rumarudi. You go one more block and you're on Wireless, where all the embassies, the US Embassy, Irish Embassy are located. Italian. Lion. Said it was French cuisine. Or Lyon, maybe. Across the way is the Rumarudi Penthouse. I like those large-sized balconies. It can maybe use a touch of paint, but I'll trade size over paint any day. Let's go. Couple of nice looking French restaurants. I'm gonna guess the French embassy is nearby. Now here's some beautiful 3-story walk-ups. Is that the Atos residence? This is one of the larger buildings on here on Soi Rumarudi. Look to be fairly large units. Nice building. And a nice easy walk to the train if you're not being escorted around in one of those limo buses. Train's just 2 blocks and immediately on the left. Here's a very, very nice building. I'll catch the name here in a second. Right next to the Atos. I didn't see the name. It does say the Embassy of the Czech Republic is right here, but maybe that's it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna walk around this little corner and check. But I did walk by My Cigar Corner, and this place is the, how do you pronounce that? Sukhumvit Residence Hotel. And I'm gonna assume that's a dispensary. Yep, premium. Here's the Quarter Hotel. And still I wanna try to figure out what this building is. It looks like it's all walled off here, so I'm not sure. It says the Embassy of Czech Republic's down this way. Whatever. We'll assume this is an office building, but it does appear to have some condos tucked away back there. It's about 100 degrees. I'm gonna keep moving. Now this is the beautiful Conrad, or the back of it. This is the Conrad Ballroom. I know my friend who works at the embassy here, they had the Marine Corps ball at the Conrad Ballroom. I think that's what she told me. And the Conrad's tucked away. It's in between a couple of streets. It's a beautiful hotel. It's got to be 4-star, maybe even a 5-star hotel. I'm not sure. It's always in the conversation as top notch. but the back end here is where the Conrad Ballroom is located anyhow. And at the end of the street, you can see the Novotel Hotel right at the base. That is the railroad tracks for the BTS and the Plonchit. I mean, you can see a set of stairs going up to the BTS. That's how close you are. This used to be one of my favorite hotels. I stayed there 3 or 4 times, the Chateau de Bangkok. Huge rooms. I mean, my apartment is 30 square meters. These rooms must have been 70 square meters, a lot of them anyhow. So it looks like they're hopefully turning it into a beautiful condo building, or maybe another hotel. I'm not sure. But right across from Conrad Ballroom, the old Chateau de Bangkok, keep an eye on what pops up in that area. And across the street is the Noble House. And then a string of restaurants and massage. Witches. Witches is a really good, I'll call it a bar, but I guess it turns into a upstairs nightclub as well. Yoka Yoka Japanese. More Japanese. Pansy Beauty Center. And there's Witches next to another massage, foot and body place. I came into Witches when it first opened, I don't know, 2015, I'm guessing, and it was more like a sports bar. But to make money, I think they've opened, well, it says Oyster Tavern, I don't remember that, but I think they opened a full-on 11 p.m. DJ upstairs kind of, you know, nightclub. But Witches is a place to check out for sure if you're over in this area. My friend said she really liked this coffee dreams, coffee beans by Dow. I think she told me they would, she worked somewhere in this area and their group would go in there for kind of fancy lunches. And on the other side of the shopping center with Witches is this place, Pizza Massilia. Really good thin crust Italian style pizza, wood fired oven. And then next to the Italian place is, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a tailor shop and Thai cuisine. And then here is the Woodbury. Condos, I would assume. And this says it's, ooh, my eyes aren't so good. The Touch building. And a 7-Eleven right next door to the Touch. And here at the 7-Eleven, there used to be a really good Mexican restaurant on the right. I think it's since closed. But there's also the Touch Massage here on the left. There's a couple of sushi bars down here as well. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's the back end of a larger hotel that's on Wireless Road. I'll find out in a second. Well, I was halfway right. This is the Athena residence. And the beautiful Athena Hotel is a block away on Wireless Road. They're just connected. The residence, obviously long-term, to the hotel. And we're not even a half a block to BTS Chillum. Here's the Noble. And the Bon Siri Ruande. And getting close to the BTS, we have a couple of coffee places. There's Archie Nitro. And I know up on the left is the Novotel Hotel. They have a nice beer garden. I think mistakenly I've said this is Sukhumvit, but Sukhumvit ends over here at Nanan. This is Plonchit Road. Goes for a while, then I think it turns into Rama. Ooh, is it Rama 1? I'm not sure. And this is what I was thinking of, the Bangkok Beer Garden. Just a nice little outdoor area. Oftentimes have somebody playing music. Here at the base of the BTS at the Novotel Hotel, I think they have some pretty good deals. Buy one, get one free on drinks. Pretty good happy hour. And if you're in the mood to drop, I think it's like $15, I think there's some pretty nice lunch buffets. So that is a look at Soi Rom Rudy. If you have to be living over near one of these embassies, that's a look at the street. And here's the stairs to get up to the BTS. Can't really get much more convenient. And like I say, I've called this Sukhumvit on mistake many times, but Sukhumvit just starts right over here. Right over there would be Soi 1 and 2 in the Nana area, and I guess that's where Sukhumvit starts. So this is where Planchet Road will be, but it's just Sukhumvit, just changes names right here. Hey, so thanks for watching. If you're finding any of these videos helpful, taking a look around Bangkok, consider subscribing. Thank you so much.